Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a water dude that we picked up at a recent event. This is Polaris Sea, and unfortunately he has a ruin slot deficiency. We won't tell him about it though. Anyway, and he's got his eyes on us too. So anyway, he's like the little starfish with some metal attachments. So it should be interesting to see what he has. I know nothing about this dude. I did make him some space. I'm starting to have some issues with that. But I do have him a place. I do have a place for him. So let's put him there now. He's going up here. Yes, somebody went into the old, someone went to see Dr. Victor. Just saying. Okay, he made a mess. Didn't look too good for the little attack dummies, though, did it? Alright, so let's exit out of here. Alright, he's in here somewhere. Yes, there he is. Okay, this is someone who's going to get a new name. Anyway, this is a legendary. He is water. He appears to be immune to freezing, which is kind of interesting. Maybe he's going to be doing freezing himself. He's speedy. He's faster than he is powerful. Health is a little on the low side, but probably not so bad, depending on what his function is. I don't really know what he does. So, anyway, these huge starfishes live all together in a dark cave in the ocean. They are in serious danger of extinction because everyone wants to use their regenerative powers for themselves. Even Dr. Victor has his own Polaris Sea in the lab to perform experiments on it. Okay, so is this that one? Or is this guy going to go after Victor? Let's raise him up so we can go after Victor, because I don't have Victor. So I have no problems if he goes after Victor. So we're looking at him right now. Let's go over to the skills. And let's see, what do we have? Asteroidia Warrior. Okay, low physical. I don't have to worry about it. Opportunistic Feeder, moderate water damage. That's interesting. Okay, starts off with a moderate water. And the one we saw, Star Wheel. This is deals heavy water damage, heals by 100%. That's interesting. In other words, it deals heavy damage to everyone. It doesn't say that, but it does have multiple enemies at the top. And then heals itself, I'm guessing? I don't know. That could be written badly. Maybe it heals the whole group. I guess we'll have to hope that that comes up sometime during his training. That would be interesting to see. Because, I mean, it's not written well in the first place, because it really should be to, like, all enemies or all targets or something like that. And then heals by 100%. What does that mean? I guess it means himself, but it might mean his party, too. I guess we'll get a better idea once we see the rest of his skills. Yeah. All right, so let's start seeing them. First of all, he's way too small to deal with someone like Dr. Victor. So let's get him to level 4. For his first evolution. There he is. Okay, he's got metal attachments now. He's looking kind of mean. Whoa! Okay, dude, you hold yourself together there. Oh, I see. He spun and his little claws cut off all his little arms there. Yeah, probably you shouldn't do that attack, dude. It does more damage to you. Alright, so let's get to level 7 and start seeing his skills. Deep Waters. Deals moderate water damage, 50% chance of freezing. Okay, so he's going to be freezing, which makes sense since he is immune to it, right? Alright, let's continue to level 10. Disc Fission. Deals moderate water damage, removes all negative status effects. Does that include having your arms sliced off? Just saying. Alright, let's keep going. Level 15. Arm Healing, which is something actually he needs, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Deals moderate water damage, heals by 25%. Okay, that's actually not bad. Obviously, it's a self-heal. Again, I don't know about the writing here. It really should be a more specific. Usually it is. That's kind of vague, but I'm guessing that's a self-heal. That's a self-heal. And as I said, arm healing, yeah, he kind of needs that one, doesn't he? Why don't we throw that there? I'm guessing he'll get a better one. Alright, so let's continue to level 20. Deep Cold. Deals moderate water damage, may freeze target, requires cooldown. 2-round cooldown. Okay, well, you know what? We'll get rid of this one because we're not keeping it, right? Alrighty, so let's continue to level 25, which of course is going to have his final form. Regrow limbs. Yeah, that's definitely a skill he could use. Deals moderate water damage, heals by 25%, removes all negative status effects from itself. Okay, how does that compare with the one that we have here? It's more damage, it's a little more stamina, has a cooldown. Yeah, we gotta take it, right? It's more damage. That's the key part there, right? So we're gonna take that. There's no purpose in I can't imagine to be a purpose of having two of them. Although I think if the heal, even if it's been 30, 35%, just to show that it's a little bit better, probably would have been a good idea. Just to show improvement in the skill, you know, really. So that cleansing of bad effects can be useful sometimes, but yeah, you know. Alright, let's continue. And that's his final form, by the way. And unfortunately, he does seem to be still hacking off his limbs there, because I did see him do a spin. We'll wait for that. Okay, wait. Yeah, I mean, it really does appear he needs to do that regrowing thing a lot. Level 30. Pressure Clean. Deals heavy water damage, removes all positive status effects from target. He does a heavy water hit and removes positive status effects. Okay, what is this one? Removes all negative, but we already have this one that does that. So I think that this is a good replacement here. Okay, 1-round cooldown. He's got a couple of good hits that are 1-round cooldown, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's continue. Hoping for something that screams, I go in the first spot. Level 35. Star Blades. Deals moderate water damage, may make target bleed, requires cooldown. Okay, it says multiple enemies, even though the text doesn't say multiple enemies. So, in other words, this is a group moderate water attack that will make them bleed, unless they're immune to bleed or unless they're hardened and resist it. Or you miss altogether. So, I'm going to put that in the first spot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good hit right there. So, makes me wonder if he's actually supposed to be a damage dealer. I mean, he's a damage dealer who seemingly be able to heal himself with a little bit of freezing thrown in. Okay, so this is good. We're up to 35, and so far he's got some good stuff. Maybe we'll get upgrades. So let's continue before he loses all of his arms. Okay, Sharp Star. Deals heavy water damage, may make target bleed. Okay, so that's a really nice hit. It says heavy water damage, but that's really on the high end there. That's kind of very heavy, if the little gauge is any judge. Alright, I'm not losing the freeze. Freezes are just really useful sometimes, you know? I think that one's going. Because this one, unless he gets one that's actually better, I would rather have a heavy hit with bleeding than something that removes all positive status effects from the target. Especially since it's a single target. If it was doing it for the whole group, perhaps. But I mean, bleeding? Yes, making your enemies bleed is very good. Alright, so let's continue. He's still got some time left for some good stuff and new upgrades. Pressure Clean. Oh, we just got rid of that one. I would think we might get one more, but it wouldn't surprise me if we're done, because we did get some good ones. Deep Freeze. Deals moderate water. Okay, that's a group freeze. That's a group freeze. Okay, we need to keep that one. But you know what? I really like Star Blades too. Okay, well, you know what? If we're doing a group freeze, we certainly don't need a single target freeze with moderate damage, right? Not exactly the order I'd like them to be in. Should I put Deep Freeze at the front and assume that Star Blades is going to come back? Kind of risky, but you know what? I would really like to have the freeze up front, just in case I do put him on defense or something like that. So I am going to hope that Starblades comes back. If not, I may have to do something about that. But I don't know about this guy, because he does have the 2 lock ruin slots. But I mean, That's really what I would like to have in the first spot. And I'd rather do it now at level 50 than worry about it later. So I do want Star Blades. I'm going to put it in for Deep Cold. It's just, I want that up there. So I'm hoping Star Blades shows up immediately. Because otherwise I might forget about it, you know. Come on, Star Blades! No. Star Blades! No! Okay, so hopefully it does show up. It's not too far down. Hopefully, let me just check out here. Yeah, it's right on the top there. It's right on the top. So it should show up again. So I'm not going to have that for his initial training. So I do want that. I'm going to put it in for Deep Cold. Because I don't need a single target freeze if I have this. Right? I mean, single target freeze is good. But also a group that makes them all bleed? That's pretty darn useful right there. Although, let me think about this. Is there something else that I want more? I mean, do I want that one? I mean, it's only a moderate hit. This one, it's around. It's a little less. The freeze is a little less on the damage there. The heal removes all negative status effects. That's nice. This is a really heavy hit, though. I know the other one does bleeding, but this is a heavy hit and it's special damage. So I don't know. When that time comes, we'll see. But anyway, this is Polaris Sea. He's really not so bad at all. He's actually more damagey than I thought he was going to be. Let's take a look at his final numbers. Nearly 11,000 is not too bad at all. I would be more serious about this guy if he had the rune slots open. It's just that he would be very expensive to really spec out. And it's a little hard if you have one. Okay, what am I going to do with him? Am I going to put him on speed, or am I going to put him on damage? Let's get the skills. Anyway, he's got some good ones here. All right, we got Deep Freeze, deals moderate water damage, may freeze. Right, you would have to be immune. You would have to be hardened and resisted. Or, you know, he has to miss you. Otherwise, you're going to be frozen, right? So that's really good. 3-round cooldown. That's not bad. Some of them, a lot of them are on 4-round cooldowns, so that's not bad. Then we got Regrow Limbs. This is deals moderate water. Why does it say water damage if it's got the special skill icon? I don't understand that. It's special damage? I think the writing here is messed up. I mean, this guy's... I think somebody might have done some, like, you know, quick stuff here. Because this should be special damage. I'd be very curious once we do use him in battle to see if it is special damage. I mean, put him against a water guy and see if he does weak damage. I think that might be special damage because of the icon. Whenever you see that, it's usually special damage. What was the other one? Moderate water, sharp star. Water 2, I think these are wrong. I think these are wrong because if it is all water damage, that really hurts him as a character. This is Regrow Limbs, deals moderate water damage, heals by 25%, removes all negative status effects. I'm wondering if I should trade that one out for the one that I'm going to go back for. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, then we have this one, Deep Cold. I might be getting rid of this one. It depends. This one or the other one. Deals moderate water damage, may freeze target, requires cooldown. Okay, so it's a single target freeze, 2-round cooldown. Decent damage. Decent damage. And then we have this one here, Sharp Star. Deals heavy water damage, supposedly, on one target, right? May make target bleed. Again, you'd have to... I've never seen anybody immune to bleeding, so you'd pretty much have to resist it, or there'd have to be some buff going that makes you immune to it. There are some guys who can do that. But anyway, that's a good solid hit, 1-round cooldown, and it makes target bleed, which is a really nice dot. I think this or this would go for the one that we missed. And this one's not bad. I believe that's a heal on himself. That's probably what that is. Yeah, writing on this is a little wanky. That's all I'm thinking about. I think that this and this are probably special damage. It would be very strange if they weren't. This guy is pretty interesting. He's got damage, he makes you bleed, and he's got freezing too. So he's like denial DPS, frankly. And again, his health is pretty good, so he's kind of tanky too. He's got a nice balance between speed and power, so he might be very useful. So anyway, this is Polaris Sea. He's really kind of interesting, and that could be kind of cool. Might be able to find a nice spot for him. Might be able to find a nice spot for him indeed. Thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.